Welcome to our reality, everyone. Don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are, because today we're going to be talking about even more the Amazing Race 38, the European Adventure, the Big Brother edition. We have two more episodes to talk about. It's episodes 6 and 7. Two more people eliminated from this season of the Amazing Race. And we are here live on YouTube. If you are showing up live, if you want to hop in the chat, we got Colton here. Colton, please stay. We need you. If you're catching us after the fact, welcome as well. If you want to subscribe to the channel, like this video, that would help us out a ton. And if you want to comment anything about the Amazing Race and beyond, feel free to do so. We'll get the conversation started. My name is Barrett, by the way, if you're joining us for the very first time. I am joined by my esteemed Amazing Race colleagues, the Nick City and the Zach Perez. Nick, I'm going to come to you first. Two more teams eliminated in the Amazing Race since we talked last. We had episode 6, where we saw the departure of Christine and Rubina. Not too surprising, unfortunately, based on the last episode that we saw. And then we saw Natalie and Stephanie kind of in a shocking departure, with the first members of the Trainwreck Alliance having a train wreck of their own at the end this episode itself. So what did you think of these two episodes, Nick?
Okay, so I actually was very shocked about our second departure of the two. The first episode, it was an episode, you know. It had some moments in there, I will say. Some good ones, some funny ones. The second episode I feel like was really what was better in a way, but not in like a good way at the same time. Like it was unexpected for the first time all season, I feel like. But I feel like my issue with this season is how far ahead some of the teams are, and like how we've seen like Tucker and Eric like literally finish the leg before like Izzy and Paige even like start the leg.
Yeah.
So it's like really aggravating because how do you catch up to that? You kind of can't.
No, that's a really good point. They were, I think, the episode 6. Christine and Rubina started like 3 hours after Tucker and Eric, and by the time they had started was pretty much the time that Tucker and Eric were finishing the entire
Yeah.
leg. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, what do you expect to happen? I mean, I'm glad there was an equalizer of sorts in the next episode, even though there were still people getting screwed over. But like, yeah, that's a great point. That first episode, kind of like Survivor, we were talking last week. We had a first episode with a kind of uneventful, expected, and then we had a next episode with a little bit more fire behind it. Um, but I agree, Nick, totally. Zach, what did you think of these two episodes of The Amazing Race?
I mean, expect the expected, I guess. I mean, uh, I can't even knock out. Well, there were some comps that like favored uh men in these past two episodes, but
Some, yeah.
yeah, some if not all. And um one half it was like, okay. And then you start to see their story and it's like, we're doing this for our mom, and I'm like, ugh, you tell me this now when they're about to leave. It just makes it even worse. And then the second one is like, well, I kind of was rooting for them. I mean, it felt like, honestly, like they were the main characters for like the last few episodes,
For
if I'm
sure.
being honest.
Mm-hmm.
And um it was their own fault. They should have been like, no, Joseph and Adam, give us the tickets. Like, we literally wrote you a map one time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We left it on your car. And then it's funny that you say that. The episode before, it ends with both of them getting to the mat around the same time, and Natalie and Stephanie have this moment where they're like, you know what? We just love these people. You know, I don't we love running the race with them. They make us feel so at home. And then the next episode starts, and we have that moment at the travel agency immediately, which I do have a clip from their exit interview where they talk a little bit more about that, or Stephanie kind of expands on that moment. But we'll get there. Yeah, very much an episode. Expect the expected, Zach. Episode 6, I think, very much so. If we look at the results here, we can see that Tucker and Eric, two more first place finishes. This is their fourth in a row. And I was looking, someone on Reddit really did a deep dive into the stats of this season, and they had one stat that was like kind of crazy for Tucker and Eric. They apparently have there was one metric that they used for like dominance in the Amazing Race, and it has a bunch of stats with just overall the way you do challenges and where you're finishing, of course, throughout the entire
Hmm.
race. And apparently, through all of their through all of their I guess analytics, they've found that Tucker and Eric are the fourth most dominant team in U.S. Amazing Race history as of right now.
Oh my
Just
god.
because of everything they've done.
Okay. What? Do
Which
we
I
need to
wish
give
I
them a
had the
cookie?
yeah, which like maybe unsurprising when you have a team that finishes first 4 times in a row and can do everything apparently under the sun, and have farming experience and frozen protein bar business experience and everything that you could imagine that would apply to the Amazing Race apparently, and all of these specific challenges they have done in their life. So what do y'all think of Tucker and Eric in this season? Are you surprised based off of seeing Tucker in past do all of these things, or do you think this is a different Tucker on the Amazing Race? What do you think of this team?
Um, I kind of like them. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I prefer them over like a lot of the other teams, at least. I think that they're not a part of the Trainwreck Alliance, so like they're at least doing their own thing. They're not really getting help from other people, and I kind of appreciate that. But then at the same hand, I also do like that the Trainwreck Alliance was using kind of like gamey tactics in Amazing Race, because we don't see that as often. So, I see both sides of it, but I can appreciate Tucker and Eric for doing it on their own and getting themselves so far ahead that it's kind of impossible for people like Izzy and Paige to even see them. So,
For 4 legs in a row, practically.
yeah,
Just seeing them once.
it's crazy. But like I'm rooting for them because of that in a way. Like I'd rather see them win over like Jazz and Jag. So if that's the opposition to Jazz and Jag winning, I'd rather it be Tucker and Eric. And I really like Tucker. So, and you know what? They're both fine as hell. So I would like to keep watching them on my screens. So
And that's fine. Zach, what do you think of Tucker and Eric?
I mean, they're winning. It's no fault of their own. I mean, they've made it all this way and everything like that. Literally, one round, we only get 10 minutes of them because they solve a Rubik's cube, and like
crazy.
you just know that they're gonna be the team to beat. And I'm happy. I mean, there could be worse people. However, I would like a woman team. Well, the only woman team to win, but because there's only 4 females left in this game, and 2 of
Mhm.
them are on on a team with a man, and it's just like, ugh. They're gonna be our saving grace from Jazz and Jag, only because Jag has already won, and it's just annoying. Um, I'll take it. The most winningest team ever. Okay. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you're 2 men in their mid-20s. Of course, you're gonna do good. Like,
Yeah.
your athletic build. Like, I would give them props, but like of course they're gonna do good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the stereotypical Amazing Race dominant team. Like the 2 like younger guy team where they're both physically fit. Like that's the recipe to winning Amazing Race, in my opinion, is to be a team like Tucker and Eric. So
Right. And when they did, I can't remember at what point, it may have been the sheep, where they were like, and we grew up, we had a farm in Montana growing up. I was like, are you kidding me? I
Like,
thought for
since
sure
when?
the farm would
I
be
lived in
like
New York.
one of the things. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like, from New York, I'm like, okay, the farm, it can't be their thing. And then, of course, it is. And then they go and make the bricks, practically better than everyone else on their first try with the hay and the sand and the.
They do the salt, and they're like, "Oh, we used to work salt mines all the time whenever you were younger."
It's like, how old are you? Are you Are you like they're Wolverine at this point?
Oh, I was in clown. I was in
life.
clown school. We were both in clown school for a summer.
They didn't even practice the juggling that it took Joseph and Adam 134 times or anything.
Twin? Question mark.
Yeah. They practically are. After watching them through all that. Okay, I just wanted to get y'all's opinions because I feel like this is the Tucker that we saw in Big Brother, of course, with just his ability to do pretty much everything. I don't think we see Tucker as like I don't know. I don't feel like we don't get to see Tucker as like the weirdo that he is on The Amazing Race, like we did on Big Brother, with where he does kind of have like this crackhead energy to him at times, or kind of like
Yeah.
all the time when the camera's gonna be on him in big moments. So we haven't gotten any of that, I feel like, from Tucker, but this is a very different show, so also not very surprising. But okay, let's talk about episode 6 real quick because we start off. We have this challenge where we can or I guess our frozen protein bar business coming to fruition challenge where we have to pack 20 pounds of salt into bags and seal it up and then carry like I think it was 10 bags between 20 and 21 pounds over via wheelbarrow over to this one guy. And I don't think there was anything crazy about this other than that they were running or through the rain practically, or puddles through a lot of it, which led to Izzy and Paige having a moment where they're running and the wheelbarrow falls over, and we get Nick's favorite moment, which is
My
Izzy
favorite.
kicking the wheelbarrow. And do I still have that pulled up at the right spot?
Good get.
Maybe. No, I don't have this pulled up at the right spot. Embarrassing. This is the wrong episode, actually.
Wow.
Oh,
What am I doing?
Fake.
But I remember the timestamp for this one.
Ass wheelbarrow.
She's venting. She's venting.
Baby, coming.
It's okay. Hey, stop. Stop.
Do you want to travel?
I love it. She's so real. She's so me. Like, she's just so good.
We've had 2 Amazing Race podcasts now where we've talked about Izzy both, flipping off the camera and now kicking a wheelbarrow. And I think at one point, clicking around earlier, her saying, I want to rip Jag and Jazz's heads off. And then, of course, we have episode 7 where they finally catch up. And they're like, I can't wait to see Jag and Jazz shake in their boots once they see us. Okay, where else did we go? We had the other option, which was going out to the water to pick up oysters from the ocean. They have to row out. I mean, I think the highlight here was Kyland attempting to row and not being able to do it very well. Did y'all have a preference between these 2 challenges? Would you have done one over the other? I think both were kind of advantageous for, again, if you can row out there, if you can carry 20-pound bags of salt, you're gonna do this one really well. I wonder who that's gonna advantage more.
Yeah.
But what did y'all think of these?
I would do the wheelbarrow one, and that's my friend Bryce in chat saying
Bryce.
Nick and his wheelbarrows. That's what I would do because I feel like that would be easiest in my opinion. I'm not rowing nothing. Are you kidding me?
have you never been on a boat? Like, have you never done kayaking?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
I don't like the water. So
isn't Long Island surrounded by water?
yes. Yes. I go to the beach and I like go in the water there, but I'm not in a boat. I'm not on a kayak. I'm not rowing nothing. Like
All those mornings that you said you were fishing for oysters in the sea, you're telling me this was a lie the entire time?
yes.
Well, I would have done the rowing because I feel like it's more. I mean, it's definitely less. What's it called? There's not a judge involved. You literally just have to go get 3 buoys and then come back. It's not like they're examining the clams or something. Is there a difference between clams and oysters?
Yeah.
Oysters. What's the difference?
I think
They're different animals?
things, yeah.
Lamb and oyster? I mean, I feel like they're both what I call mollusks.
Mollusks?
Okay, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. I would have done that one because it's versus like this bag no good. Oh, this not heavy enough. Oh, this bag no good. Like, I feel like, and plus it felt like a longer distance too. I've rowed boats. Rowing is fine. Heave ho, heave ho. type thing.
Okay. So Zach's gonna row, Nick's gonna go do the salt in the wheelbarrow and kick it, and I think I would lean. I think the oysters would be more fun of an activity. I think I could get the salt done quicker though. I don't know. It seemed like it was a better strategy to just like do all the scoops, and if you can get into a better groove that way, and then kind of
Would you
like,
drop your glasses?
I see. That's the other thing. Rubina dropping her glasses into the ocean. Thank you for bringing that up. Would definitely sway me too, because I've lost my I've dropped my glasses many times, and if I drop them in the ocean, I'm kind of done after that. Like these. I mean, they are prescription like Rubina's, but I kind of need these to navigate around.
How Velma of you.
Yeah, exactly. I would be doing the Velma in the ocean, searching for my glasses if we did the oysters. Me and you, Zach, if we did the oysters.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to this though, yeah, Kylan had a tough time rowing. I think broke a part of it at one point, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not going well at all, and then just had to then finally turned around and started doing it, and that seemed to be better for him. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, we also have Jag and Jazz backing into a fence at one point during this. Which was crazy because we started off the episode and they're like, we're truck drivers. This is,
Yes.
and then they get into a stick shift car and cannot for the life of themselves figure out how to drive it.
Right here.
Or how to put it in reverse.
Right here. Oh, buddy. Got it? Go.
A little bit.
We know how to drive semi-trucks, which are 10 times larger than manual cars. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to put a car in reverse. 3.
See, and the way that this camera angle looked, I didn't see the fence. I thought they were about to push the car off the cliff. Like, go back to that angle.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
If they just full on pushed that thing and it just kept going.
And then that was how they got out of the game. They're like, Jazz and Jack, I'm sorry to tell you this, but since you did wreck your only car, you're gonna have to go by foot.
Well, it did go in reverse. It would be the benefit of all of that. But yeah, they're also just them standing in front of the car with it going towards.
I know,
them. They pushed it back. I'm like, oh.
And you see the car just moving that way too. I can't.
Yeah. I looked up how do you actually. I don't know how to drive a stick shift.
Me neither.
I looked up how do you actually reverse a stick shift because I was genuinely curious after this, and I think for theirs what it looked like was you have to depress the clutch or press down the clutch, one of those options. That probably means something to someone, and then push down and then to the right and then down, and then that'll do it apparently, which I'm language somebody else can speak. Maybe one day I'll learn how to do that.
It's a different gear. You have to go. It's it's a pitchfork, and then there's a one below that line, and then there's one below this line, and I think the furthest one is the furthest to the right below is the reverse.
All right. Well, they didn't. I wish they could have figured that out. It's also that's really tough to to be thrown into when you don't know how to drive one of these things. And thankfully, with Jack and Chelsea, Chelsea's dad was just my first two cars were both manual, so I have no trouble with this. And then everyone else seemed to do all right, which I'm like, okay. I mean, that's great. That's great for y'all for adapting.
I guess that would knock all of us out of the race thing because none of us. I mean, I've drove stick before, but I don't know how to. It's I've gotten it out of, because the toughest part is getting it out of first gear, but I can't do that every time.
Oh my god, can we talk about Natalie's driving?
Oh yeah.
Between Natalie and this is also not only did the last two episodes eliminate the older Big Brother seasons entirely, now we're just left with the modern era of Big Brother, but also we eliminated the two shortest people in this competition in Rubina and Natalie, who are both sub 5 foot people driving around Europe. But yeah, Natalie's driving. Not only then, but when she like had to derobe in the car after the one challenge in episode 7, and it's just uncut like 30 seconds of her taking off 5 layers. Instead of being like, Natalie, we need to go. And then she's like, all right, but can you help me start the car? I thought one of my favorite moments of Natalie the whole season, and of course it was her last episode. But yeah, what were you gonna say about Natalie's driving, Nick? Or was it?
I just thought it was funny, like when she was like driving down the thing, and she's like, "Everyone makes fun of me because of the way I drive," and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Is that literally right here?
Yeah, that's what reminded me of it. I
Doing the
think.
Amazing Race together, I've been learning that my sister brings out the best in me. Okay, we're grooving.
I drive stick. It's just I have to navigate, so I have confidence in that. And that's already driving stick, so we're good.
I always rely on my sister to do all the hard
She's
stuff.
so close.
And right now,
She
I'm driving
is.
stick.
That like
That's crazy. Yeah.
genuinely gives me anxiety, like how close she is to the steering wheel.
How do you do this? I don't understand. So Colton,
I don't know
told me,
either.
like Jaguar was $750,000 in damages to the car. I'm imagining the pit stop Matt just being at the crushed manual car of Jag and Jazz falling off the cliff or something. But yeah, this is great. A lot of driving plot lines.
Yeah.
Like in this season. Is that typical for Amazing Race to just be like, and remember
Yeah,
the
I-
driving segment?
I feel like if I were to go on the Amazing Race ever for some random reason, the first thing I would want to do is learn how to do stick shift, because that's definitely like a common thing in all of these seasons. I feel like that's like going on Survivor and not knowing how to swim, in my opinion. It's like the same thing. Like you don't go on Amazing Race and not know how to drive stick, because it's going to happen. So
You don't know how to row a boat.
I can row a boat. I just don't think I'd be good at it. I feel like I'd be better at doing a wheelbarrow. Is that
Yeah. I don't think
a
Nick would be getting
problem?
in a boat and being like, "What do I just do?" with these two
like what do I do with this oar? Like
Start using the not the handle end to row.
Yeah. It's supposed to be I almost said aerodynamic. It's literally not aero. Or does that work?
What's it
for
called?
Whatever. It's the Amazing Race. Next thing we had in this episode, is this the next thing? I think so. It was the different like facts about Croatia. That they had to do, which was they had to go around, they had to analyze the relief map of the city, and each one had like the different locations with these little boards with the facts, and they had to go around, memorize them, and come back and do a 3-question quiz. The thing that was important here was that the quiz was going to change every single time, so there ended up being a couple of moments with Taylor specifically where she was like, well, I'm just going to do the quiz again, and it was different questions, and she just like screamed and then went back to memorize again. But then I think it was Jag who did the quiz and then had already memorized it and then just did the quiz again to see if there was different questions and then got them. So there was just a couple of different interesting approaches to this. But this is probably my least favorite thing of this episode by far was this challenge. This whole episode, it didn't feel like anyone was ever passing each other or ever really had a chance. So what did y'all think of this portion of it post Oyster?
I don't really think I have an opinion on it, honestly. It was not anything fun. I feel like that alone looks cheap. Like that looks like someone like took a marker and like colored in the red. Like, you know what I'm saying? That literally looks like a 5th grade like school project or something like that. Like, I don't know. It felt like they were like, well, what can we make them do here? Croatian facts. Like, I don't really know. Like, I guess they didn't know what to do. And that's what it felt like. It just looks... The checkers aren't even. Like, look at the one in the middle on the bottom.
I need to know the story of where this board came from, who made this, because it looks like a ransom note. But all they had was like
Does.
a shield, like a wooden shield
Yeah.
to put it on. I don't know. Bear
Well, they-
just hates Croatia. I do, yeah, that's true.
Well, they did Croatia last episode. Why would they do it again? Like, did they were they not able to get a flight anywhere, or were the trains down or something? Like, why do we have to Croatia part 2?
They said take out the markers, like.
Yeah.
And
then they're like,
"Fifth
does
grade
anyone
poster
need-
board project cutting the sentences out." Yeah, this
That
is
that's
giving- it's giving
what it's
Elmer's,
giving.
Yeah.
They're in town.
it really
like,
is.
They're in the town square. They're like, okay, does anyone need any manual labor done? And they're like, we have some salt they can get.
We got a lot of oysters.
Yeah, we got some oysters.
They were like running around the town and being like, does anyone need free labor? Anybody?
That was kind of the object of the brick making in the next episode, was kind of like,
Yeah.
everyone comes together to do these chores, and it's like, okay, but
if that's
yeah,
part of
Croatia
the-
is like, they full stop, we're just like, yeah, well, just please help us out here.
What if that's part of the Amazing Race? Like they're just part-time hires or something.
For free.
No,
Yeah.
but this is like coming off of the kart racing to
Mhm.
this episode with Croatia. I just don't feel like it was giving a lot of good between all the challenges that were in these two
No.
episodes. But yeah, especially this one was kind of the icing on the cake. I think this was by far, of the Croatia challenges, this is probably my least favorite if I had to rank them.
I agree. I really do. It felt like they just didn't know what to do with them. It really did. And like they're just like, oh, like let's give them these facts, and like I don't know. It just felt so out of place to me than like the rest of the stuff that they've been doing. So I wasn't a fan. It was boring.
Yeah, I did like this guy, the diving.
Oh
suit,
yes,
guy
I thought
with
that
the
was
bill.
cool. It was
Or
giving
the Cyclops.
Yeah, the Cyclops
Mhm.
from the SpongeBob movie. Yeah,
Mhm.
guarding Shell.
yeah.
Yeah, very much those kind of vibes. We did have like Joseph and Adam and their continuation of just having the most energy when approaching Phil's mat. This is not the episode where they chased him around, but I think this is the one where they're running up. Natalie and Stephanie are already there, and Phil's like, "This team has probably the most energy I've ever seen in my life." And so there was that moment here. But other than that, we just had Rubina and Christine getting eliminated. Not shocking based on the last episode, or really where Rubina and
Mm-mm.
Christine have been finishing, where we've seen a lot of these teams episode by episode just kind of predictably get knocked off. I think Zach, you mentioned like their mom, or maybe Nick, you mentioned their mom, and that's kind of a little bit more backstory that we got from them in this episode, which I hated.
Yeah.
Of course, they had their trauma for their mama chant that they had, which I thought was really cute. And so I do really like Rubina, and I really enjoyed getting to see Christine. And I hate that they kind of didn't have their chance to shine ever at all in this race for lasting so
Mm-mm.
long. What did y'all think of Rubina and Christine?
I guess it was interesting seeing Rubina and Tucker not together and seeing them kind of not interact throughout the whole race, because I like kind of kept forgetting that they were even like a thing during this, which is funny. So I guess it was cool seeing Rubina not in that like light, and where they kind of make it about like them as a couple and this, that, whatever. She was like more of an individual in this, and I did appreciate that. I did like her sister too. I thought that the leg with the carts going down, or the task with the carts going
Yeah.
down the hill, I thought that was a fun moment for Christine. I know not for her, but for me watching it was like, I thought it was TV. So I appreciated them on this season. I did. I didn't think I would as much, I guess. I don't know. Rubina is just like mid for me if I would have to like rank these people. She's middle of the pack. I don't dislike her at all, but she's not like my favorite by all means. So
Okay, Zach, what did you think?
I feel the same way too. Like, it's nice knowing that they actually grew up watching The Amazing Race and stuff.
Mhm.
Because I guess that was she a recruit for Big Brother?
I would assume so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could see her. I could imagine her and her sister being like trying to apply to Amazing Race, and then she's like, and they're like, "Oh, you'd be great on Big Brother," and she's like, "Okay," and then they got their chance this time, and I'm happy that they were able to at least. But it's unfortunate that gender does play a factor a lot into this,
Mhm.
and I just feel like they just never had a chance from the beginning as far as to catch up and stuff. Like their little legs can only move so fast.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I liked them. You know, I thought they were gonna get medevaced by
It looked like it.
slicing their flesh open. But
Mhm.
it was nice seeing them. It was nice seeing her as an individual a little bit. I kind of forgot, like even whenever she was partying, she was like, they were like, "Do you have a special team you're rooting for?" And what's his face was like, and they're like, and then she was like, "Yeah, Izzy and Paige." And then they're like, "Oh," and you're like, I mean, obviously me and Tucker are a thing, but I want a woman team to win. It's like, okay, yeah. And then I feel like that's whenever she knew or like the relationship was over.
Yeah, this was you bring up a really good point because I don't think that like the Amazing Race viewers that don't watch Big Brother could have been reminded less that they were
yeah.
actually dating when the
I
show
forgot that
was
people like that exist.
filming. Yeah, no, I mean really, like I genuinely think people just wouldn't remember ever that they were dating because it's so like offhandedly mentioned. It feels like, and then of course they were never together at any point during the race. Like quite literally, it's I don't think they ever saw each other besides like two
Yeah.
moments. It seemed like.
I just read a fun fact on Wikipedia that they're the first two people to be dating on a season, but not on the same team.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
There's been people in Amazing Race though that have like met on the show and then started dating, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Brendan and Rachel,
Right. Right.
Shut up. Yeah.
Jordan and Jeff.
Jordan and Jeff. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right. I
Amber-
forgot they met like bumping into each other on a leg, like
Yeah. Blind
Amber
date
and
season,
Rob.
right?
the blind date season. That's right. That's right.
See, it's slowly getting there.
Oh, Barrett's favorite, Cody and Jessica,
Yeah. They met on
the Amazing Race
too.
winners.
Tucker's gonna be the next. Tucker will be the next Cody Nixon fan favorite on Big Brother turned winner of
Oh,
Amazing Race.
God.
It seems destined to be. I do want to play that clip
Apparently.
from Rubina that you brought up, where she said she was rooting for Izzy and Paige.
I feel like we made it all the way.
Yeah.
And you know who's left in the Amazing Race.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a team that you would like to see take out the win?
I would love to see Izzy and Paige
Izzy
win.
and Paige, for sure.
I know that sounds. Look, Tucker
That's
is
so
my
me.
that
That music.
and he's good at
I
everything.
know.
And it would make sense if he won, but I love an underdog, and I'd love to.
That music that they used was pretty interesting too.
And it
That was
like-
shady. Like,
Yeah. His smile even is like, I did not expect you to say that.
I know. They're probably hoping for her to say Tucker so that they could like be like, "Oh, how cute. Like, you're out, but you still want your boyfriend to win. Take it home for you guys." And she was like, "Actually, no, I want a woman to win because the show can never have women win apparently." So,
Yeah. I mean, what benefit does it have to Rubina to say, "I want my boyfriend who already wins everything, to also win this game too." I thought that was really respectful, and I think she understood her, like her and Christine, like where they were in the game, and of course they were U-turned just like Izzy and Paige,
Mhm.
and they both made it through that, and I really think that probably bonded them a lot. And you know, we had that moment in the last episode when they got U-turned where they were wanting to help each other out, but just knew that they couldn't. And I don't know. I could kind of see the bond with that. I'm really glad she said that. As a Izzy and Paige fan myself as well.
I
Okay,
am too.
episode 7, this was a crazy one. Obviously, we start off with we're going to the travel agency. We're going to Romania now from Croatia. We finally get to leave. Episode starts with our way to the travel agency. We have this moment where Joseph and Adam, Natalie and Stephanie are there. Joseph and Adam hand the passports over, and then immediately afterwards find out that there is not enough tickets for all of them to get on the same flight, and that one team will actually, or a couple teams will be arriving 5 hours after everybody else. It ends up not mattering in the end in terms of it was an equalizer anyway. But it was an interesting moment at the beginning of the episode. That apparently didn't even have enough light shed on it to begin with. What did y'all think of this moment where you have Joseph and Adam kind of just being like, well, I guess this is a race and we are here first. So sorry, even though they weren't here first, but we handed our things over first.
What a bunch of hoes.
I mean, I like them looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not
I don't
bad.
mind it, but still, they're like, don't be having these confessions. They've helped us out so much. Like, we're so glad we were able to run this race with them. Like, we've gotten so close and all this stuff. And like, we owe them so much. And then they're like, actually, yeah, we're taking this. It's like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, I do hate the fakeness. You know, I'd rather them just be like, we're being selfish here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I get it. Because I do feel like if you're going to do something like that, like, own it, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
I think we've had that trouble with Joseph and Adam a couple of times, or like when they did U-turn, Christine and Rubina,
Right.
They were kind of just like, oh, this is just where we're at in the race right now.
Like, what?
Okay,
It just
that
makes
kind of
sense in the
answers it,
game. Like, we have no other opportunity to do this, and
Yeah. That one thing I was going to bring up real quick. In Rubina and Christine's exit interview, there was a question where they asked them about the U-turn, and they said that they get text messages from Joseph and Adam constantly that are just like, "We're sorry, we're so sorry." Jack and Jazz pressured us, apparently, is what they say.
That's funny.
during the race.
For the U-turn, I think is what they mean by that.
No, like they got text messages during the race.
No, like watching the episodes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they don't have phones.
They got to use everyone else's phones. It's the only strategy.
Exactly.
Well, I was gonna say maybe they have flip phones. Like they have what's it
Get out their
called?
burgers. Yeah.
burner
Like,
phones.
they hand them all like prepaid phones, and they're like, "Here you go, guys." Like,
We're getting text message threads throughout the entire race too, as an add-in. Yeah, it's kind of like Mike Buggy bringing his phone into Sequester with him before the first All Stars, or no, before 14 All Stars. I guess that would have made less sense.
he did that.
Yeah, that's how he knew. He like brought a phone with him to Sequester, and then he knew like who the cast was, and when he picked his team, he already knew who like they were, and that's why he picked Ian on his team, is because he knew Ian was like the super fan who loved him, and
I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's why he didn't
backfired.
want to push the button.
Mm.
Which, I mean, he knew, if you could say anything, that he was going to get evicted when he pressed that button. But wait, that's why he's in jail, Nick Colton.
That's funny.
They found out.
Let's watch this moment real
CBS
quick.
threw him in jail.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna get there later then.
I know. Sorry, Dennis. Normally, I always ladies first, but this race is a little hard to do that.
350. Joseph's eyes darting. Did you see that?
Yeah. I do want to play a clip also from their exit interview where they talked about this moment. Because they left some parts out before they got to the travel agency. So let me. Wait, you're not hearing it yet.
No.
Hidden shows that we were actually in a taxi race with Adam and Joseph. And we were actually, so we left about 5 or 10 minutes before them. and then their taxi just started zooming, and it turned into this taxi race that they didn't air. And then it was just, we were on pins and needles. I think it was like an hour away. So we were like going back and forth for an hour, like super nervous. And then we got there about the same time. And then this weird thing happened where the guy said, hey, the girls got here first. And then Adam or Joseph just handed his passports. And I just wish that we would have been like more demanding and more like, this is ours, like here's our passport, and kind of like less of like pushovers. And I think that's just something that like I look back and I was like, that's something that I need to work on in my day-to-day as well. And like
we have a whole chase scene that just hit the cutting room
That's
floor.
crazy.
Also, not them having to drive an hour to get to the random ass 24-hour travel agency. Was it even a 24? I don't understand how this works. Like, how do these places exist sometimes? Like, how is there? I don't know. How is there? I know travel agents are, less and less by the day. But to say that you're going to drive an hour, I guess it only would make sense to drive an hour to the nearest 24-hour travel agency.
Does Amazing Race keep them in business?
Just the Amazing Race, yes.
Yeah.
It is.
They close up shop when it's only 24 hours when they're filming Amazing Race and in that city.
We don't know where they're going to be, but it might be here. Okay, but I felt like that was just interesting.
That was
already unfortunate moment, but
that is interesting, and I feel like if I was Stephanie and Natalie in that situation, that would eat me alive to this day, because that was probably what like cost them the race, is not speaking up in those moments. Yeah.
I mean, you do have the equalizer, but the equalizer is also waiting for a fucking plane, to take you up into the sky, which was like probably got them behind by a ton. Because they ended up being the last ones going up there, only people on the hi Julie Human, welcome. Glad you were here. Okay, where do we want to go next? I guess skydiving is the thing, because we do have like everyone getting on their flights. We go to Romania. We all show up to sleep in the shipping container. Izzy and
the
Paige
shipping yes, I was about to say Izzy and Paige finally saw Jag and Jazz.
Yes, they finally see Jag and Jazz. I love this moment where it's like Izzy and Paige walk in, and Joseph is like, Izzy, after he like wakes up from his slumber. But we have that. We have Jag and Jazz finally seeing that their U-turn did not, in fact, work on Izzy and Paige, like 3 legs down the line, which is just such a good moment, especially if you're an Izzy and Paige fan, which, we really all are.
Definitely.
But yeah, we go from there to skydiving. I do want to find this moment where they do show up at the shipping container, though.
That was a really funny moment. So I feel like we don't really get to see them interact too much.
No, we don't at all. And it's like when they do finally have those moments, I'm like, oh my god, I kind of miss seeing them have these moments together that isn't like shrouded in I'm gonna give you these directions and let's help each other and let's do all of these things. When is the shipping container? My god. Oh wait, here's
right after the plane.
I say right there.
Jack just went right on in. What's up? What's happening? How's it going, boys? How's it going, guys? It was nice to like finally have eyes on teams that we hadn't seen. It was finally an amazing feeling to see Jag and Jazz and see their souls leave their eyes when they saw us.
I can imagine though, like, can you imagine being so far behind people that like Tucker and Eric are finishing the leg before you guys even start, and then you finally like get to a point where you could even just like see that there's other people in this race.
That's
like,
why I think like it can be such a relief to some teams to just get eliminated, because they're probably like, I haven't seen anybody in days anyway. Like, what is the point?
Like, how am I still here? Like,
I've been stressed. I haven't slept. I've been nonstop from the moment I wake up to the time I go to bed, doing all of these things that I'm not good at. Like,
I feel like It's so funny because I was like thinking about this earlier in the week. This is like one of the shows where you guys can be on a cast together and film together and not even ever really interact because like you might not see each other the whole time you're filming. So that's funny.
Yeah, I love this moment. We go from there to the skydiving itself. Which have either of you skydived before?
Hell no. And I would not. Whoever's my partner is going up in that plane because it ain't me. So absolutely the hell not.
But I want to.
Okay, so
go right
you
ahead,
would
Zach.
do this challenge. You and Nick's team, you're doing this one.
Not me.
Gone skydiving?
No, I haven't been skydiving. I would. I don't.
Perfect.
I would be willing to if we did a trio. Colton is all okay. So Colton's in. So if me and Colton and Nick and Zach, we all did the Amazing Race. We got 3 people who will do the skydiving. Nick, you are totally good. You can sit out.
One of y'all can handle that one for me.
Yeah. Julie, are you afraid of heights or falling? What's the reason you don't want to
I'm afraid of
skydive?
both. Who wants to plummet to the earth for fun? To me, that sounds crazy. Like, I'm good. I could do a lot of other things for fun. Like,
it's safer to skydive than to drive.
Sure. I've never...
It's a good point.
Sure.
It's safer to both fly and fall out of a plane than it is to drive, apparently. Or
not because
row a boat.
I don't know how to drive, but because other people on the road don't know how to drive, though.
There are more
Just saying.
plane accidents per capita than skydiving incidents.
Okay. Well, neither of those would help Nick, I don't think, in this case.
No.
But
I don't like heights. That's the thing. We talked about this when they did the thing where they had to walk out and grab the clue, and I was like, hell no. And you guys were like, it's right there. It's so easy. Hell no. I would be shaking. Like, I can't do heights. I get sweaty. Like, no. I would fall.
to be fair, I'm saying it's right there from the comfort of my own home looking at a TV screen. So
Exactly.
It's fine. Like, the stuff, like the cables or whatever, it's fine. They're freak accidents from time to time, but, you know.
If I'm going to die in a freak accident, I'd rather be on a reality show.
Because then your parents can get some money.
Well, yeah, but like my legacy.
Oh.
I passed away on the Amazing Race skydiving.
Yeah. Us having to hold back the spoiler that you died on the island or something while we're covering the show.
Stop.
Every time I skydive, this is in
I can't have a funeral. Dying is so embarrassing. This is Julie.
Please make your point. I'm so sorry.
No, I was gonna say that every time they skydive, it's in memoriam to Nick.
I was going to say, I know this isn't the first time by any means that they have skydived on The Amazing Race. This is the highest they have skydived from. Skydove. But this is the highest they've ever been. And then we...
did they measure it?
I think it was like 13,000 for this one. I don't know what the other ones have been, to be fair. But so they say this is the highest they've fallen from.
Right. Just like this is the most twisted season of Big Brother ever every year. Yeah. So
I like Julie's Skoydove, but moments from this, I think obviously you have Joseph yelling to Taylor that I love you before he falls out of the plane. I really liked, I mean, of course, I always like seeing people skydive. It's weird. It's like, I mean, no one is ever going to have like a non-screaming time, it seems like, skydiving. And so it's always enjoyable for me. Seeing Paige and Natalie do it when their fears were definitely known was really fun too. Paige had like the title of the episode saying like, they say it's not like falling, but all I felt was falling. And then I think, yeah, Chelsea did it. I'm gonna pull up the clip of Joseph though. It's not that one.
Please.
Did anybody hear that?
No. I didn't
I don't
even until
Taylor's
you
watching
just-
it back now. Wait. Still
their whole like thing is so weird to me. Like the Kyland Joseph Taylor of it all. It's so weird to me. And I don't even know how to explain it cuz like my aunt loves Big Brother. My aunt is who got me into Big Brother. And she's watching The Amazing Race this season because of it. And she was asking me over the weekend, she's like, since when are like Taylor and Kyland a thing? And I'm like, I don't have an answer because I don't even think they are. Like, I don't think it's real. And the whole like, I feel like Joseph doesn't even like Taylor because like the like weird jokes and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it all. It's all just like weird to me. It doesn't feel real. None of it feels real.
What do you mean Joseph doesn't like Taylor?
Like I like him like joking around being like, I love you, Taylor. Like that makes me feel like he doesn't like I know they're broken up. But like it makes me feel like like you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's just it's long past it's old history.
Yeah, like it's like it's done.
Yeah, it feels simultaneously like all of them are dating each other and none of them are dating each other to me.
Yes, it's
Because-
friggin' weird because it's like they made the jokes before, like when they were doing the horse task and like Taylor showed up and then like Adam was like, oh, Joseph's gonna start to do well now, and it's like I don't know, it's just like what is going on?
Yeah,
Like-
it feels very weird, and to have that mixed in with Tucker and Rubina never acknowledging really that they're dating.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a
Exactly.
lot
It's
of-
weird.
Yeah, I don't know if there's just a lot that they like. If the like producers were just like really leaning into Joseph, like we think this
Yeah.
is funny, like we love this little storyline. So I mean, I'm sure there was a little bit of that, and I'm sure they talked beforehand. Well, I don't know,
Right.
because there's that first episode where Joseph and Adam are like, it's all Big Brother people. Like they're surprised that it's all Big Brother people. So I need a definitive answer. Did they know who?
They definitely
Please,
knew.
I feel like
they all
that's
knew.
yeah. They left
one
the
of their-
airport together. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
like why were we pretending that we didn't think this was a Big Brother season? I don't remember if
Right.
we talked about this in the first podcast.
I don't think so either, but you're right.
It's like All Stars. Like, oh my god, I had no idea.
Right.
We've
Which
just
is like
been
so
innocently emailing each other for like 5 months, not thinking this was gonna happen, right?
it's just so like weird because I don't know why they like have to put up that rouge of like, oh, like I didn't know that this was gonna be an all Big Brother season. It's like, girl, you knew damn well it was. You all knew it was. What did they think you were gonna be the only one? Like they just wanted you, Joseph, and nobody else. Come on.
You're not Claire. You're not DX. Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah,
You're not even partnered with Taylor, so
when it's been like those Big Brother players that come on with one of their family members. Well, actually, how many times has that really happened when it's just a family member? And not
normally
like another
that's
Big Brother
happened.
player?
So that's happened with Allison. I feel like that might be the only time. I could be completely
Besides it being
wrong.
a twist,
Mhm.
like you're talking about with like civilians and it not being a twist.
Well, no, I mean in general, I feel like every single time somebody from Big Brother has gone on Amazing Race, it's been with their showmance, except for Allison.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, okay. That was gonna be my question, because if you are going on your show with not another Big Brother player,
That's what I
the
mean,
show-
yeah.
So okay, but it all comes back to it was bullshit for them to even pretend in that little moment that it was all Big Brother.
100%. They were spotted at the airport together, the whole
Yeah.
cast. That's how it got spoiled.
Okay, then why? Then what is the point of pretend? It's just I don't. It doesn't matter. It's probably not important. I just think it's stupid to even pretend.
It is. It's dumb.
But what is reality TV if it's not pretending at any given moment that you feel the need to? Also, I didn't want to overlook Julie saying my worst nightmare is to be Nicole on Survivor 49 when talking about vomiting on TV. Or maybe you're talking about just getting having to spit in someone's, or having your eyes spit in by another
God.
random person like Jeremiah did.
Yeah, Allison was the Only one.
It was Rachel and her
'Cause-
sister Julie, but that was Alyssa. So
No, yeah. So
So it's like another
Allison.
alum.
Yeah, Allison with her husband or whatever, boyfriend, and then Jeff and Jordan, Brendan, Rachel again, Jackie and Jeff, but afterwards, Cody, Jessica, wait, Brittany, oh, Brittany,
Yeah, that's
Janelle,
the,
Alyssa, Rachel,
Mhm.
Nicole, Victor,
oh, I see what you
and
mean.
then Claire
Julie.
DX.
Yeah, Julie, I did say showmance. But I meant alum. That's what I meant to say.
Guess which two showmances from Big Brother Canada were on The Amazing Race?
Ika and Demetrius and Emmett and Jillian.
Yes.
Whoa! Look at that trivia.
Try it.
Let's go ahead and move on from skydiving. Everyone did it. We go from there to sheep herding. We have to move like 5 like blue painted sheep to 1 pen. This didn't end up being a crazy amount. It did take some people a while. I think it was Kylan and Taylor that ended up taking the longest time because oh yeah, they had the sheep that literally jumped out of the pen once they got it into the pen.
Yeah.
And I think Izzy and
Forgot
Paige
about
also
that.
took a while on this too because that's what got them behind going to the mask making. So there was this. It's the sheep. They herded the sheep. What did you think of the herding of the sheep? It was all also like right next to the skydiving thing. They all landed in.
It was.
It seemed like all of them were like, I know where to go, and then they just ran across the street. Which I think it said that on the clue was across the street. Did y'all have any notes about the sheep?
To me, it was a stereotypical like Amazing Race challenge. Like very like you gotta get the animals over here to do the thing, or you gotta like do something on the farm. It was just such a very like stereotypical challenge. I wouldn't be shocked if they've done this exact same thing before in another season, and I just can't remember it off the top of my head. So
Yeah.
it was just basic, in my opinion.
None of the sheep seemed too broken.
No
Zach,
broken
what did you think of the
ox.
sheep?
I mean, is this as cruel as
The chickens.
No,
yeah,
it's not. Which
No.
we're not talking about Survivor, actually. So
No, we're not. We're not legally allowed to.
No.
Yeah, thankfully,
I don't know what
no
that
sheep
is.
seemed to be harmed in this
exactly.
episode. Okay. From there, we'll just go to brick making. So they had the brick making and mask
This
making
was-
options, which was brick making was mixing sand and manure and hay. There may have been another ingredient that I'm forgetting. All into
Love.
one. Yeah, and a lot of heart and soul into the making bricks. They had to make 10 bricks and get approved. And it was all about the consistency had to be perfect, and you also had to like fine tune the water, putting the water onto the shaper, and I don't know what you even call the outline that actually makes the shape of the brick, but there's a lot going into this. Tucker and Eric get there first, and of course nailed it better than everybody else. There seemed to be some struggle here with some teams. Like I think Jack and Chelsea had different moments where they had like half of theirs wrong, and but everyone went here is kind of the important part. Whereas Izzy and Paige in last place said, you know what, we're gonna go make masks instead. And it went to this mask making portion, which this guy wearing the mask that greeted them and that gave them approval. Probably one of my favorite parts of this episode. Everything that has to do with Izzy and Paige apparently will always be my favorite parts.
I agree.
But this was obviously a great idea by Izzy and Paige. I was listening to Maggie from RHEP talk about this, and she referenced, or maybe it was Jessica, but they were referencing like DX and Claire, who had said at one point, like part of their strategy for their season was to, you know, on those challenges where everyone's going to one, just go to the other. And that can really help you catch up. And this is exactly what happened with Izzy and Paige. They said, we're going to do the one that nobody else did, which is like, can you imagine not seeing this mask guy that Izzy and Paige chose to do the brick making. But they sailed through it. Izzy had her little, like, I used to sew all the time with my grandpa, and kind of backstory there. And they were calm, cool, and collected, got through it, and were able to beat out Natalie and Stephanie by the end. So what did you think of this move by Izzy and Paige?
Smart. Very smart. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't think of that until they said it too. Like, oh, it might be smarter sometimes to go to the tasks that no one else is doing because, you know, I feel like that would take a lot of the pressure off of me too, in a way, like doing this by myself. First of all, I would pick this one out of the two. And to be there just doing it alone, I feel like, first of all, it would be like calming in a way for me. And because I would like this. I like art. I like doing stuff like this. So I feel like I would appreciate this a lot more than the bricks. Whereas if I was at the bricks, I feel like I would see the other teams and then I would stress myself out being like, oh my God, we got to hurry the hell up. And here I would just be like doing my own thing. And then I feel like I'd be like more efficient at it and I would be less stressed out. So I like that they did this. I think that this was extremely smart of them. And I would have done the same task.
See,
Right.
I disagree. I would not have done any of this. I'm just kidding.
Goodbye.
I would have done this to begin with. Like, you know, bricks, like, I don't know if you and Bear are like, you know, brick masters or whatever. But me am not, or I am not.
I like me,
so-
I'm not. That's good.
Yeah, me am not. I would have done the face or the mask making first in general. I'm like, it's arts and crafts time. I'm like, oh, it'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm not good at sewing. I've never really sewed anything in my life. I think I would have chosen the brick making. Obviously, place depending. If someone could describe to me, like Izzy was describing to Paige, all the things that you had to do, I could probably roll with that. But I think brick making would have been a little bit more my wheelhouse. And there was another point I was gonna make. I also just thought this was, you know, a great continuation, like y'all brought up, of Izzy and Paige going there by themselves. And kind of having that similar moment. We got that idea that, you know, they're better with a calm environment. They're better with everyone gone. When they had the sheep, they're like, okay, now that everyone's gone, we can finally, like, you know, relax, which is not a good thing necessarily because you're the last team, but it was a benefit to them being the only team here at the mask making, being able to have that communication where it just would have been chaos otherwise. And that's definitely a situation that is more advantageous to me. I definitely get flustered in situations where if there was just a bunch of people making a bunch of bricks and I'm getting it wrong, I'm getting frustrated. Like this is
I'd be freaking out.
This is a way better environment.
Yeah, and I like what Julie the human's saying about like the wait times. You don't know what the task is gonna be, and that's true too. Like the horse one, you had to wait until the other person was done in order for you to go. This, there would be no wait time at if it was something that needed that. So yeah, I think that it is smarter sometimes to pick the tasks that no one else is thinking of going to, because it can definitely like pull you right ahead.
Yep. And that's a really good point, Julie. I thought of Kat and Alex just now, literally, because that was a good environment where it was chaotic, it was loud, everyone's learning a dance, you're having to memorize while in a chaotic environment. Like that's just, how are you ever going to? I could never adjust to all of that, and also just being on TV, having cameras in your face. It takes a special kind of person, I think, to be able to go through all of that and still like function as a coordinated human, you know. So I think that's really impressive, and especially impressive for Izzy and Paige, not to just have this be like the Izzy and Paige podcast every single time, but to be able to do that in last place consistently and fight through all of that. I think that says a lot. Where
they're just good.
They're just good, yeah. And you have a team like Natalie and Stephanie who have had really good races, and one bad leg set them back for the entire, in a similar way that, like, you know, Hannah and Simone, they had some moments where they may have faltered, but overall they were pretty consistent until, you know, their big mess up. And then Natalie and Stephanie, once they had that first bit of adversity, it just seemed like everything got worse for them. after that, and I'm now realizing I skipped over the pontoon portion of this episode, which was also an important Natalie and Stephanie kind of setback.
I forgot about that too.
Where are the pontoons at? Because it was, I mean, it was pretty important. So they had to build the pontoons. They had the one that was already built, and they just copied that. Joseph and Adam were struggling a lot, from what I remember. Maybe, yeah. Apparently, Adam also had his blood sugar episode while they were doing this segment too. And he already couldn't skydive because of that. He wasn't cleared, and so it's just God, how many times is this gonna be something that's brought up? I'm glad they're acknowledging it. It would feel weird if they just never did, but I don't know. It kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, can they not have because isn't it if their blood sugar's a little low, they just need to have something to eat, right?
I don't know
does
all
it depend?
the specifics. I know that's one part of it, but
I have no idea, honestly.
Because I didn't know why they wouldn't just have a snack or something on standby or something like that.
there's probably a lot of long times in between where he can have those opportunities, though, and especially when he's on a pontoon in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
I mean, get a air t-shirt cannon.
You get it. You're
They
right.
launched like a candy bar to him.
Knock him off the pontoon. Yeah, it'd be great. But I didn't want to overlook the pontoon portion of all of that. That didn't look very fun. It also looked kind of cold, the water, so falling in wouldn't have been very fun either. Okay. Oh, Natalie in the car. I forgot about that. Where was that? It was after they did the brick making, maybe? Or when was it?
I don't remember.
I feel like someone even clipped it. And that's what I saw, but maybe not. No, someone just clipped the other moments. Oh, wait. No, I did find it.
You did.
Hold on.
Off in order.
Oh, we have a map.
Steph, I gotta take all this stuff off.
All right. Let's make a right and find someone.
Let me just take all this off. I'm sweating.
Nat, go.
I'm going. Okay. All right, can you help me out here? How to turn the car on?
I love it. I absolutely love her.
Yeah. I have missed seeing Natalie Negrati on screen. I didn't realize it until I watched The Amazing Race this year.
I was gonna say, you haven't watched the challenge, have you?
No, I haven't watched a lot of the challenge. I know people from the challenge. I feel like I am better about knowing some of the lore than the other shows that we have been talking about recently. But
Natalie's second season on the challenge. Oh, she got beat up.
Really?
Yeah. She got gashes on her chin, on her knees, on her elbows.
She seems too small to be doing certain things on the challenge. I would be concerned almost. Was that ever a concern?
Yeah, in this one, because a man your size, probably bulkier, was spinning a wheel, a ball, a hamster ball type thing, and Natalie was in that, and he was spinning it full throttle, and she was in there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Metal ball with what's it called? One of those.
It was like a ball pit,
yeah.
Okay.
And she had to find numbers and stuff, and she was just getting flung around and stuff. And
While
it
it's
was
turning.
Yeah, because the faster the guy was running on the hamster wheel, the faster her ball pit was moving, and the guy was going crazy. You saw Natalie's hands on coming out of the balls because she was literally drowning in the ball pit. It was definitely something.
Maybe I do need to watch the challenge then. I have like an idea of the challenge, but it's probably like really old at this point. Of what like the challenges are. I think it's probably different from what I'm imagining now.
It's
I always just think of like CT, like just crushing people.
CT
and,
is still
like,
there.
random-
Yeah.
Well, I know he's always there. Him and Johnny Bananas are like never not there, but
Unfortunately.
and on like every other show apparently too.
Apparently.
But okay. I don't know where I was going with all that. I just need to watch the challenge.
Maybe not. You can watch clips.
Oh, okay. I have seen a lot of those too. Natalie and Stephanie got eliminated. We have this midsummer callback at the mat with Phil. I love the bears. And I liked Phil's explanation of just they have a lot of bears here. that's what that was
That's
his
it.
historical analysis on it all. The bears were dancing for Natalie and Stephanie. Did you notice that?
I did not actually.
I swear to God, they were dancing for them.
That's so funny.
They only danced and everything.
Interesting. Very nice.
What?
Natalie and Stephanie, I'm really sorry to tell you that the end of this.
They're just, it's so, because it cuts to Phil and they're not doing it anymore. And so, yeah, I noticed it. I thought it was a little strange that they were only
That's
dancing for
really
Natalie and
funny.
Stephanie, and that was
I
their
wonder if they only
dance.
did it for them.
They
They're
might,
like,
yeah, they might have
you
both
got
did.
last.
Yeah, that was their last place dance. I did love this park too, by the way. This park was really beautiful that they had Phil set up in. I love a good just like long walkway. I feel like when I was in Barcelona, they had a park just like this.
I feel like it's
Just like I want to see the entire thing when I'm there. Okay, but again, why were they dancing like that?
I know, that's so funny. They're like not even they're just like swaying like
Yeah,
a guy and a girl.
we gotta learn that dance.
Sure. I don't know about that.
Natalie and Stephanie, they're gone. I have no other clips to really show. Their exit interview, I thought was really good. They talked a lot about just, you know, there was a period of apparently 2 years where they didn't talk to each other, and this was like coming on the show was a good way for them to reconnect, which is a theme I feel like I keep hearing out of the cast of Big Brother players and their family members, specifically siblings. So I thought that was, you know, of course, really interesting. They talked a lot about, of course, like what they would do differently watching these episodes. They've seen a lot of moments where they could have probably stepped up more or been more assertive. And I thought that was really interesting as well, that they had to watch themselves like that. Because I felt like they were very successful in this race, and, you know, and they were in an alliance, which is crazy, to be in an alliance like that was able to stick through and help each other out. And I thought that, I don't know, them helping each other out and not being the ultimate threat could have been very beneficial to them down the line. But this was just another collapse episode, it seemed like, from a really strong team. And one that I really hate to see go, especially in comparison to other teams that I would rather see go, honestly, at this point. So I know y'all are disappointed too.
I am. I was really rooting for them. Outside of, you know, Izzy and Paige, those were my top 2 teams. So, very upset to see them go. I actually really was predicting Natalie to go really far, especially given that she was in that alliance and everything. And yeah, very devastated, I will say, because I really do enjoy Natalie. She's one of my like favorites from Big Brother. She's who got me to start watching the challenge. I've met her in person. She is just such a nice, sweet person. And I feel like, you know, we haven't seen her on TV in a minute. So I was very much here for this. Very, very much so. And I hope that we see even more of her, because I feel like this reminded everyone of how much we actually like Natalie. So please, let's bring her back, because I enjoyed having her on my screen for this a lot.
Zach, are you disappointed? Are you going to keep watching The Amazing Race?
I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm glad we got to see her though, because even though well, I'm not even gonna say anything. Like, I feel like she should have been back on the challenge. Like, I feel like she should have been on All Stars 2. I mean, she really is a good, like an
Mhm.
interesting person. Like, quite honestly, outside of Nicole, I feel like she was the front runner to win Big Brother 18. Outside of the final 6 and playing that wrong and everything like that. But yeah, I'm sad that she's gone. I'm glad that she got to reconnect with her sister. I didn't know they didn't talk for a while. But
Mhm.
hopefully she gets to do more stuff. Like, I could see her doing Traders. I could see her doing
I can see her
uh,
doing Traders too. I really feel like that show fits her like vibe.
ooh, I feel like she'd be a great trader. I'm not gonna lie. But then again, she's not good at lying.
No, she's not. She needs to be faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I would love to see her as a faithful. I think that would be really fun.
But yeah, I'm glad that we saw her though.
She, like I said, she was the last pre-Big Brother, pre-modern era Big Brother player that was left in this race. And now we're left with 24, 25, and 26 representation. And also 3 of the 5 teams remaining have Big Brother winners on them. So we gotta start chipping away. And we are also going to see our express passes used in this next leg. Assuming we are going to see both of them used by Kylan and Taylor and Jack and Jazz. So maybe if something truly insane happens, we could see a Tucker and Eric fall. No, it won't happen, I imagine. Okay, so what are we going to see from these next 2 episodes? Are we going to see Jack and Chelsea finally go? Or are we going to see Izzy and Paige finally go?
Hope not. In the last one?
I feel like Jack and Chelsea have been such like
I feel like
they've been there, but I don't feel like I'm getting as much from Jack and Chelsea as I'm getting from other teams in terms of their segments, especially.
Yeah, I agree with that. I kind of forget that they're there sometimes.
They need to.
I wouldn't be shocked if they're next.
Yeah, I feel like that's Chelsea's worst nightmare, being up against a same-sex couple. Like,
yeah, it was a.
I wouldn't be shocked if the next 2 boots were Jack and Chelsea and then Izzy and Paige.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen. Yeah, but Kylan and Taylor have the express pass. Never mind. I was gonna say we've seen Kylan and Taylor really struggle in some of these challenges or have near disastrous moments, but I feel like just with those 2 express passes in play, they'll be fine going through that next leg. So yeah, it feels like next episode has to be Jack and Chelsea, and then that last episode before finale, because we're going to finale with 3 teams, right?
Yeah.
I want Izzy and Paige to make it. It's just hard to see a lot of these teams fumbling that much. Then again, Joseph and Adam, I'm not fully confident in them.
I feel like Joseph and Adam are gonna choke eventually.
They've already almost choked like twice, I think. So
Be mad about that.
I could see us next time podcasting Jack and Chelsea, Joseph and Adam being eliminated. I don't want it to happen.
We're due someone taking a wrong flight or someone like taking the wrong bus or something like that.
Yeah, like we predicted last Amazing Race podcast. We're just gonna we're gonna have someone just go to the wrong continent practically. in the European adventure season.
Yeah, they're gonna end up in like Africa or something.
Yeah.
Totally.
Antarctica for the
Yes, yeah, that's right. We still have to plan our detours for Antarctica.
Yeah. Polar plunge, oil drilling,
right.
Yes.
Fossil or caveman discovery. What do they call whenever they're frozen, encased in ice? Like
yeah, Ozzy the Iceman kind of.
Yeah,
yeah. Can't wait for it. Yeah, I'm just seeing Phil on like a endless like glacier landscape with just his fucking mat in the middle of it. And you must find these coordinates No specific location. Just yeah. It's gonna be a
I
great
can't.
season.
Penguin sliding, Colton
Penguin
says.
sliding would be good. Anything else that we would like to talk about from these 2 episodes?
Wait, I have a closing. Well, it's not about the episodes, but I have a question. So,
Yeah.
allegedly, like word on the street is that like some of these rookie people, I want to say rookies, but like, you know, people, the loved ones, right? Some of them have been contacted for the next season of the challenge, and I wanted to know who you guys think it is. Because I don't know, but like, word on the street is that people from this cast that have never been on TV before might be continuing to be on TV after this.
Really?
Yeah,
Jack.
I know, right?
Jack
Kind of
Bayham,
shocked.
Definitely.
Who?
Jack Bayham, definitely Chelsea's dad.
Oh, it's like, who?
No, it definitely was. I think it's got to be Lexi and.
Yup, that's my pick too. Is Lexi and Eric.
Which is because Lexi is 1, Angela's daughter, and 2, dating Quinn, right? Still.
I don't think
Is
they're
that a
they're
thing?
dating.
They're not.
I don't
Okay,
know.
Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the tea.
But maybe Stephanie, or Adam, or
Adam would be a good pick too. But like, I don't know if he would be able to do the challenge because of like, if he
He may
can't even
not,
like
yeah.
skydive and stuff, you know, maybe he wouldn't be able to.
I mean, they literally
So-
have someone with a glass eye, so
I guess. I don't know. I guess it depends.
Eric and
The
Jack
challenge
Jack.
is-
That is an answer too. Colton, yeah.
I think Jack is definitely going to make it on there from Enzo's team.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Oh, Jack Enzo's Jack. Okay.
Yeah.
Another Jack.
Jumbo, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about him.
I could see Lexi. I honestly could see.
Me too.
I could see
It's a
Lexi.
million % Lexi. I don't. Like,
Yeah.
If it's another person, I don't know who, but I feel like Lexi's got to be one person that they would contact.
Eric, I could see him. Taylor would
Mhm.
never do it.
Well, Taylor's not a loved one.
Oh yeah, I
To
guess.
Kylan.
Allegedly.
Kylan's her loved one.
Exactly. There you go, Zach. There you go.
And Chada's former roommate.
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
Simone. Honestly, I could see Simone.
No. I don't know. I feel like maybe Stephanie. Especially if
Yeah.
Natalie is, you know, a challenge alum. Maybe they're like, we like your sister too now. I don't know.
Bloodlines.
Yeah, I mean, Stephanie was also like doing a lot of these challenges,
Mhm.
like instead of Natalie. That was another thing that they talked about in their interviews. Was like Stephanie was really surprised that Natalie was so scared to do a lot of the like
Yeah.
challenges and a lot of
Really?
yeah.
You
And so she was like, and so she
surprised?
said, I did the first 3 of them, and so then I kind of had to make Natalie do it.
Well, I
I
mean-
didn't really think about it like that, but it is what happened.
I mean, like Natalie's been on like so many shows that it's like you'd think
Yeah.
she'd be more comfortable doing them over her sister, but
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm scared.
They
Stop,
also,
guys!
Don't remember that Natalie, but
me neither. You sound like Nicole Franzel, if anything. But okay.
Natalie would always do that. Like, oh my god, please! I want to win HOH.
I really don't remember this.
I
Maybe I do need to.
don't remember this either. You sound more like the other one, as I will say again. But
Yeah, are you sure it wasn't her audio bleeding over just video of Natalie?
I swear, I watched Big Brother 18 many times, so
we know. We're aware.
We are very aware
I
of that.
really want to win this POV and get my girl Bronte off the block. Why can I win?
If Jameson ever wanted to make a compilation of every time that you've brought up Big Brother 18, I think it would literally be an hour long.
Probably more than
We
that.
would- like just time and time again, every time you brought up 18 and we realized that you brought up 18.
Well, this is literally it's unavoidable. That was literally her starting season. So
Hmm.
Very sorry, Julie, for all of that. I think we are about done. Is there anything that actually, let me think of a question. Now that we are 7 episodes in, we're about a few weeks away from this season of The Amazing Race being over. Has your opinion of this season changed in relation to previous seasons of The Amazing Race?
More boring than I thought. I guess I was more excited to watch it. And as I'm watching it, I'm just like, like it's not, to me, it's not hitting as hard as I thought it would hit.
Okay. If you had to give it a out of 10 rating right now, this season of The Amazing Race, what would you give it? Or is that one of those things that you need, like the end result?
I need the end result, but right now I would say like a 6 or a 7. Okay. Like mid. I do enjoy it. I'm not like sitting here like time to watch another episode again. Like, it's like I'm watching it and I'm actually enjoying it when I watch it. But like I feel like it's just been the same people in the front the entire time, which has made it like not as exciting. I like the seasons where like someone's in the back and they can get in the front, and then like I don't know. It's just so like there to me. Yes, Colton, 6-7. I said it.
Okay, so we got a 6-7 rating for episodes through episode 6 and 7. Zach,
too much
what
of that.
What is your rating if you have one?
I mean, considering this is season 38, the last season the only season that I watched was Amazing Race 21 back in 2012. So it's been over 10 years since I've watched The Amazing Race. I guess I give it about a 5, like a 5 or a 6. I feel like it's just entertaining just because I know these people. But if anything, if I didn't know these people and say it was just strangers doing this, I would have no real desire to watch. Yeah. So I don't know. Amazing Race has always been that like off show, like that's like. I feel like it goes too fast. I feel like there's not a whole lot of strategy in it, and it's just running, or racing in a sense.
It's like the show's called The Amazing Race.
Yeah, and it's just boring to me. Like, I don't even know. I feel like they just cast random people. I don't even understand the casting process for that. It's like they seem fun, and then they just cast them.
I feel like there's a little bit more to it than that. I see what you mean, though. Like, and I agree in the sense that, like, I totally get Amazing Race viewers who only watch The Amazing Race who don't know who the hell any of these people
I don't.
are.
I don't understand how anyone only watches this.
There are people, but I would get how you can only watch this and like not like this season. I think I've already said that before, but like this has been pretty predictable, and that's putting it lightly so far.
Yeah.
I think the unpredictable moments have been the Hannah and Simone elimination, as well as Natalie and Stephanie. And I don't even feel like those were crazy. Like, I think that they were surprising in the sense that everything else is just super predictable so far. And I do think that, I mean, there's a lot of likable people. I just don't know if there's any team besides Izzy and Paige that I really want to win. Like, and I feel like that's a problem too. Is like Tucker and Eric seem perfectly, nice. If I have to pretend that I've never seen any of these people on TV before, I think all of them are perfectly nice. I would be like, why Kyland and Taylor are so weird. I would be like, Joseph and Adam are like way too happy all of the time. Tucker and Eric are kind of just the winners already, it seems like. Jack and Chelsea are nowhere to be seen unless they're like turning on the wrong road or something, or like illegally parking somewhere. I don't know. It's just hard to really root for anybody. And I still feel like Izzy and Paige get a lot of haters at the same time by casual audiences. So it's really tough to analyze this cast, but I think I would give it a 5 out of 10. I don't think there's been enough to to really give anything more than that. And I've seen other seasons of The Amazing Race that I think I've enjoyed more.
Mhm.
So yeah, and I'm not gaining a lot learning more from a lot of these house guests that I already kind of knew. Like with Tucker, I don't feel like I'm obviously we're learning every little hobby that Tucker and Eric have had in their life. With Kylan and Taylor, I feel like I already have a grasp of who they are at this point, especially
They're dating.
Joseph and Adam. It's a lot of the same from what I know of Joseph. But it's been really fun watching them. And then Jazz and Jag, very similar to how I remember Jag on Big Brother winning everything. And also being way too overconfident in himself, probably, when he talks about how he's playing, which is pure Jag at the same time, too. That's also why I think Izzy and Paige are refreshing. It's just we didn't get to see Izzy enough on Big Brother, and I feel like we're getting to see a lot of the Izzy that we saw on Big Brother, but in Amazing Race form.
Yes.
She has like no difference about, like, there was no filter really between her going in Amazing Race and Big Brother and who she is as a person and a character on TV. It's weird to say a character. I always feel weird saying a character, but she is she is such a fun person to be around in real life and watching her on TV. So I'm glad that.
Oh yeah, you two are friends.
We are friend of the pod, Izzy.
Izzy and Paige are both friends of the pod.
Yeah. So 5 out of 10. To summarize all that. Okay. Any other notes? Any other things you want to say before we talk about this again in 2 weeks?
We're gonna do winner picks.
I mean, I'm just gonna say Tucker and Eric
Winner
right
picks. Yeah, like.
What do you?
Well, Zach is already spoiled on things, so I don't think Zach should pick anything because that's not fair.
Okay, I don't know who wins, but based on who I know who the final 3 are, and based on that.
Exactly. So you shouldn't pick a winner pick if you know who the final 3 are.
You gotta pick. Actually, no, don't pick.
Nick, you pick. Since you don't know.
I do too, which is why I'm not picking.
Oh, Barrett.
Oh. Okay, so
Tucker...
so we're making winner picks, but it's only me.
It's only you because apparently you don't.
Picking the team that's gotten first place in the last 4 legs. So
also, why are you jumping down my throat since you know them already?
You're the one that called out the idea of doing winner picks. That's why.
Oh.
You want to say it so that way you can be like, I was right.
Yeah, that was your prime opportunity too, Zach, to just say you were right at the end of the season.
Exactly. And I called it out.
Okay. Julie says Joseph and Adam. Colton was also spoiled.
See?
Wow. Everybody getting spoiled on Survivor and The Amazing Race.
I do not get spoiled on Survivor. I will make that very
Survivor.
clear. I don't know nothing about that other show that we may or may not talk about.
Yeah,
I'm like
don't know
90% sure I know who the other person besides the obvious, or the person that I already know is on season 50 is on season 50. I'm just afraid to say it. But I'm picking up the vibes on who the other person is. Not to talk about Survivor right now, but spoilers are hard to avoid.
They are.
Well, this is a weird year to do it because literally everyone follows these people in real life, like as in like they have fan bases already, so everyone will know like, oh, they're in so and so, or they're posting in so and so. And then Survivor, it's like I'm thinking this is how it feels after or this is probably how it felt during When There's No War, or what are some other? I think When There's No War was mainly the only one, like where someone was cast on a season of Survivor, but their season hadn't aired yet.
No, that's happened every All-Star season.
That happened during All Stars?
Rupert.
Okay, yeah.
Rupert did back-to-back. Russell did back-to-back. Zeke and Michaela did back-to-back for Game Changers. There's
Oh, yeah,
always
they did.
somebody. Even Amanda in Micronesia.
Micronesia, yeah.
Yeah, like her season hadn't aired before she returned either. There's always somebody. And I always feel like you know what, we're not gonna talk about Survivor, but I don't wanna derail everything. I just feel like it's an advantage when you're that person. That's all.
No.
Julie, you can gladly have the Paige and Izzy friendship. I'm sure they would be happy to have a Julie human in their life as well.
I agree. They're
I'm
pretty
also,
great.
I'm also wondering if Barrett even knew about that. Like, looking at the shows through the lens of this person already thinks they won, and they're playing this as trying to win 2 times. As in Russell and Amanda, they both went into the games thinking they already won their game, and then both went to the finales of both their second season.
I've never even thought about that for Russell Hance specifically. That he went
Yeah.
to the next season having no clue that he had lost to the other one.
That's why he went in. He's like, I'm the greatest of all time.
And now he
thought.
like now he makes like just like TikToks of him starting like fake beef with people, or what does he do now?
I don't know
Pretty
what he
much.
does because I don't care.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, and then Amanda. Do you even know who Amanda is?
No.
oh my god, I can't believe you're my friend.
She's probably the best. She probably is the top 3 or top 4 best Survivor players of all time.
I love Amanda. I absolutely love Amanda.
But yeah, looking at Heroes vs. Villains through the lens of I've already won this once, and even thinking about that, looking at the final, you've seen Heroes vs. Villains, right?
I've seen a lot of it. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Well, the final 3, each one of them, everyone going into that was thinking all of them were winners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
Yeah, and Russell was clearly not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never thought about that aspect in general of you could play back to back, or like the timing of the finales itself are so distant.
Yeah, because the
compared
votes don't get read. I guess it would be different for 49. Because they reveal who the winner is at the end of filming for 49.
Gotcha.
But that's not how Survivor used to be.
All right, so this
But
is the
50.
exception.
Well, 50, they don't know who the winner is.
Well, oh, right. Because you mean the actual season of 50? Because 50, it's gonna be a live reunion.
Or is it? Are they still going to do the vote reveal on the island and then it'll be a live reunion after?
I don't know. I would assume the reunion would be the vote reveal.
I would hope so. Jeff comes in on like a kamikaze.
And his his helicopter, like he used to.
Yeah.
I loved that. Like Jeff would be like, "All right, guys, see you back in New York with the votes," and he like goes and like gets on a fucking like jet ski, and then he's like in Manhattan, and I'm like, okay, like
And then he hails a taxi.
yeah, and then he like shows up at this theater. It's like, okay, like I love it though. I absolutely love it.
It goes to the moment he wakes up on finale day with the vote still in his hand through his whole, morning routine.
He's still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah. He sleeps with his shoes on. Dirt fucking everywhere. Sunburnt to hell. Yeah.
He bends over like,
You good, Jeff? I swear to God.
it's a Survivor, baby.
Okay. We need to get out of here. I think that was a sign. Speaking of islands in the stream, we'll be back next week to talk about Survivor. And my timing could have been better on that. But thank you everyone who joined us here today to talk about The Amazing Race. We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about more of the Amazing Race 38. We'll have 2 less teams, maybe, I'm assuming. I was like 1 week off on when the finale actually is, so I think we have a couple. I don't know how many podcasts we have left, but we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about the next 2 episodes regardless. And then, of course, next week we'll be talking about last week's episode of Survivor and tomorrow night's episode of Survivor. So come join us next Tuesday for that as well. I think we'll have
Submerge.
We'll have 2 really good episodes of Survivor. Hopefully, we'll see. So yeah, come join us for that. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. All those links that are in the description. If you want to join our Discord, if you want to go join our Facebook group that for Big Brother purposes, or if you want to follow any of us on Blue Sky, TikTok, whatever, all the links are in there. Feel free to click around or comment on this video. And yeah, that's all I got. Anybody else got anything? Nick, you want to say anything more? I feel like I never give you time to say anything during Islands
No.
of the Stream.
I'm okay. Thanks though.
Okay, I need to think of a segment for you during Islands in the Stream because Zach always says something.
Zach's
but okay.
crazy.
Colton, Julie, Bryce, thank you so much for chatting with us today. Join us again next week. Zach, say the thing you always say. Let's get out of here.
Always travel with your friends. No, perception is reality. Our reality.